So here are three books or three authors that can help you improve your writing. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Finlay. This is a channel that I'm taking on myself, which is just kind of whatever I feel like it being. I'm reading a lot these days, writing a lot these days, and I've only started reading and writing a lot in the past 6 months or so. And so I wanted to share a bit of that. I'll share a bit behind the scenes of my business, my book, my life, and all those things. So if you want to see more of that, please subscribe, like, and comment what you'd like to see next or what you think of these books I'm about to mention, okay? And if you're writing, let me know that too. So, three authors or three books that can help you improve your writing as they helped improve mine. Number one, Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. So Crime and Punishment is a great example of how you can take the inner workings of a human being and put them out onto the page. I'm not going to give a review of these books or discuss what goes on in them, but it's a very disturbing tale, a brilliant tale, but a tale of a very disturbed young man who kills someone and this and that. And the inner workings of his anxiety-driven life are put so cleanly and clearly onto the page. They're so beautifully done by Dostoevsky. And this is the only piece of his that I've read. I have The Idiot sitting here. I also have Brothers Karamazov, or however you say it, in my bedroom over there that I haven't touched yet. So far, this is all that I've read of Dostoevsky, and I highly suggest it if you're trying to learn to put the inner workings of your character onto the page. If you want to give them depth by making them an anxious person or showing the moments when they're anxious, even showing the moments when they're, attracted to someone or when they're excited about something. You can learn from what he's done in here and twist it in your own way to make it work for you. So, number one, Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky, because it teaches you how to put the inner workings out onto the page. Joan Didion, A Year of Magical Thinking. So, beautiful book, another book that I have yet to finish. But a great book so far. Joan Didion said that she actually read a lot of Ernest Hemingway and that he influenced her a lot. And she used to write down his sentences like verbatim to learn how to structure a sentence. And you can see that because it's very clean, very clear writing. Straight to the point, no wasted words. And if you want to learn how to describe the physical world, if you want to learn how to describe a room, if you want to learn how to just describe things with clarity, physical things with clarity, Joan Didion or Ernest Hemingway as well, you can, check him out as well, because I think they were masterful at writing very clearly, minimally, but also describing the world around them so skillfully. And the third and final book, which I've already mentioned once on this channel in my single video, is Dead Souls by Nikolai Gogol. I'm recording this the day after I've recorded that video, so I still haven't made much more progress, but beautiful book, beautiful author. He will really teach you how to write extravagantly, and almost, you might even think a little too extravagantly. He's completely opposite of a Hemingway, who is almost, is so far the other way of just minimalism and just very this very clean writing. Whereas this is clean, but in a completely different way. It's clean in an elegant way. If you want to learn how to express yourself more on the page and be more authentic on the page and be more bizarre and just your unique self, Nikolai Gogol, not just Dead Souls, but also his short stories like The Diary of a Madman, which I mentioned in my last video, or The Nose, or The Overcoat, or The Carriage. So many great short stories to teach you just how to be yourself and how to write from your own weird space, which is really the point, I think, of a great writer, is a writer who is just themselves unapologetically. Not a writer who's trying to fit into anything or fit into a norm or trying to be published. You're just trying to be yourself. And if you're yourself so authentically, the publisher will recognize that. The agent will recognize that. And that's coming from someone who does not have an agent or is not published yet. But that's what I'm going forward with it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, so be it. But all I know is that you have to be yourself on the page. You can't be someone else. And so, Nikolai Gogol is a great example, and all his short stories are even better examples, of what it's like to just be this odd little version of yourself that is helpful for humanity because you're yourself. And we need more people who are themselves. And now I'm going on a rant. But anyways, 3 books to improve your writing. Number 1, Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky, because he gives you an idea of how to put the inner workings of a human onto the page. And also, honorable mention to Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf, another book I've not finished. I'm only like 10 pages in because I actually kind of find it difficult to read. But the inner workings, that stream of consciousness, people call it, But that inner workings of a human being and putting it onto a page, she's done so brilliantly in here that's almost hard to read, but I suggest that too. Or Crime Punishment, which I find is just a more interesting story. And then Joan Didion, if you wish to learn how to just write cleanly and clearly, not waste a word, while also being able to just describe scenes, being able to describe the physical aspect of a scene so clearly. Hemingway as well, you can try that out. I tried to read For Whom the Bell Tolls. I'm about 100 pages in, and I'm just not that interested in the story. I'm just not that. It's kind of, is it worth it? I don't know. Maybe I'll get back to it someday. But he also has that ability to masterfully describe the physical world and the physical actions that are going on. Whereas again, Dostoevsky has that masterful ability to describe the inner worlds and what's going on. And finally, if you want to learn how to just allow yourself to write authentically without worry about what people will think, without worry about being too weird, without trying to fit into boxes or check boxes or whatever, Mr. Gogol can help you do that, because he did that himself. And he's the only author I've really read that is so bizarre. I've never met any others that are, read any others that are this bizarre. And that's beautiful, because I think that's the point of being a human being, not just a writer. It's being you, being your bizarre little self. That's the point. Every leaf is different. Every cell is different. But anyways, I'm going off into a different thing here. If you want to hear me talk more about that, check out my other channel. It's linked in my bio on the channel, Realize One. It's more of that spiritual meditation kind of stuff. But anyways, that's the point. Us being here authentically ourselves and bringing that forward through whichever medium we wish to bring it forward in. That's the point of being a human as I see it. And then getting along with each other and enjoying the journey. And so Gogol did that in a phenomenal way. Beautiful book. I keep talking about it. But anyways. So if you enjoyed that, please leave a like. Let me know what you'd like to see next. Let me know what books actually helped you with your writing, because obviously there's far more than those three to help you with your writing. But those three helped me, so I thought I'd share it. And check them out for yourself if you haven't already. Highly recommend them. I'll leave links to them in the description. You can grab them right now. And that's it. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for joining, and I'm looking forward to this journey on this channel. I don't know where it's going, but that's the best part. Just kind of run with a smile on your face and see where you end up.